What's good? It's your boy Herb to the welcome back to the show, The Transition. Today I am talking about going against the grain. It used to be taught to be leaders, not followers, and the trend used to be where you would actually be responsible for whatever actions you had and be held to an accountability for a failure or therefore success. You know, Now people want to pretend and hope that everybody feels sorry for them if they actually can't do it, and if they can't prove it, then they do the famous ghosting. I don't understand that part, but the fact of everybody just kind of just wanting everybody to feel sorry for them. But mind you, they have the mouth that goes with it and the trash talking that goes with everything. I remember when I said I could play basketball, it was nothing to drive to the park, throw you the ball. Now everybody is not even answering their phone when it's time to be held accountable to it. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, never standing all the way out is kind of the way everybody is going right now, because nobody wants that responsibility if it fails. But nothing beats a failure but a try. You're not going to be great at stuff that you just started. If you just started, even with the natural born ability, you're still going to have to, work at it. I don't understand why we're not teaching that part of it. You're going to have to work at everything that you are achieving. And if you're going to be great at it, you're going to have to be working all the time. I had one of my kids say that I talk about rap too much. Well, when you look at the greats, immediately that's the one thing that they say. Instead of trying to be good at a bunch of things, be great at one. Which means that you're going to have to put some time and some effort into that, and you're going to have to figure out what's going on. But the funny thing about that is that nobody else has decided to come up with something that can take care of everybody. And that's the difference of era, 100%, because my parents taught me that if you could find something that could take care of everybody, then I want you to go 100% in, because you can give back. Whereas now it's just being taught, and I guess we're just got our fingers crossed and hoping that our kids will, come out of the basement and actually try to take care of themselves. No, that's not who I was raised to be. That's not who I will be. I've always thought about more than one person. I've always been a highly competitive person. I've always been that person that most people may not appreciate, for what I've done and how I've done it, and, yeah, hey, you may not like how I approach that, but if I feel like you're half-assing it, then I'm going to say something about it, especially if I got to be the person that takes the failure and talk about it and get the frustrating moments out of it while you kind of ride. No, I can't have you ride if you're not going to take some of that failure with me. This is why I decided to release the part one, the light side, because I'm a person that goes against the grain. I go against the grain all the time. I definitely can't be everybody. And my music can't be just like everybody else's, because then I get roped in with everybody else. So while everybody else is being a kingpin, gangbanging pimp, I can actually talk about love, some fun, and everything else. But I have a part two, which is the dark side, which we all have a light side and a dark side to ourselves. And growing up on the southeast side of Chicago, I've seen a lot of dark sides. So understanding that I don't have to pretend if I'm the streets or not. I ran the streets. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really, a lot of people that have done that don't really want to talk about it. And we were held by a code of silence and secrecy, so you don't just run around telling everybody what you did, or you find yourself in jail like most of the rappers that rapped about real life situations. Everybody wants to be seen and heard, but nobody wants to actually put in the work to do it. And to me, I decided to release the light side because it's different from everybody else. It'll stand out, and it'll show you that nobody wants the medicine before the candy. So you got to put the candy first. You know what I'm saying? You got to give everybody the sweet part first. Then you come back and give everybody the medicine. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm a man that owns my actions, good or bad. I am not a perfect person. I've never told anybody that I was a perfect person. But understanding that situation, the people that felt to judge uh, aren't really doing much. You know what I'm saying? So I realized that I have to be my own person and cut a lot of this negative people out. But my number hasn't changed, and I haven't changed, you know. So a lot of times people know that I'm going to speak up and I'm going to advocate for myself. And a lot of times people have half the story. So a lot of times people are afraid to step up. Well, don't worry about it. The dark side will take care of the things that you didn't know about. And I still don't have to say anybody's names, but I can go ahead and shine some light on everybody that stood in those corners. Can't stand in the corners if I got some light on it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I go against the grain because I'm worth it. You know, and you have to start making people understand how much you're worth. You know, your worth and wealth. I said this before and I'll continue to say it. You teach people how to treat you, and I taught a lot of people that it was okay to wipe your feet on me while I'm getting off the floor. I am not a doormat. And I suggest everybody else that has dedicated their lives to making sure that everybody can get some type of compensation off of your hard work, get off the floor. You know, I realize now generational wealth is a joke. You know what I'm saying? What you need to do is make sure you get everybody on the road to take care of themselves, because many times I gave people Jordans and then you see them again and they're all beat up. When people buy their own Jordans, they wipe them down, they take care of them, they do what they're supposed to do, you know? So I tell you, my worth and wealth is huge. Like it or not, I'm going to push you to either hide or get to work. That's just who I am. I'm old school. So understanding that, again, I go against the grain because that was my makeup anyway. That was what people taught us when we were younger. I don't get what everybody's teaching right now, you know, of just be okay, just show up. Mediocrity is the new end. I can't be that. So again, if you don't know your boy, go and check out my CD, I Am Who I Say I Am, Part 1, The Light Side, on Spotify or any of these other platforms, and see where I'm at. Because trust me, the dark side will take care of everything else that everybody else is looking for. I'm just not in a sad mode. I'm not, you know, it is what it is. That's basically what it is for me. It's your boy Herb Tudor, man. Listen, do something for somebody else. Trust me, to give you a chance to figure out what you're supposed to be. Holla at your boy, man. I got some more coming this week. Let's get it.